Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's very special episode of the
Eggnog.
Of the Filmmakers Podcast, where we have our Christmas quiz. It is 2025. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all well. And we're going to dive straight in with the podcast rather than doing the little intro, unless anyone wants to do the intro. Good.
This is a podcast where we talk filmmaking.
No. Dom hasn't done it.
Yeah. I usually get it wrong.
You do, actually.
I remember that bit.
Yeah, you do
Why
that bit.
do you keep using you?
I don't know.
That's the first quiz question.
It's a strange thing.
Yeah.
It's the only reason. I'm going to introduce our amazing panel of specialists who have joined for this Christmas quiz. And as we go round, I want you to say if you've won the quiz or if and where you think you'll end up this year. So let me introduce everyone because it's Christmas. How are we feeling, by the way? It's Christmas, right?
Christmas.
Yay! It's crept up on me. It's crept up on me as a sort of like, oh my God, here's Christmas. It's killing me.
Yeah.
It's not good. Right. Let's go round the table. Are we in the same order? Or is it like Zoom where you can move it in any order depending on who arrived first?
Don't know.
I don't think we'll ever be able to know that question. Oh, this is Schrodinger's podcast.
Schrodinger's box.
Schrodinger's box. Okay, so joining us is as primo host, and he's written it in his bio. Right,
I changed it
to
Who's? Rudolph.
Very nice. I don't know if it makes sense, but I liked it.
Like Rudolph,
I thought
but
it was
Dom.
Rudo, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, let's go with that. Yeah.
I just got the E on this podcast already.
You're the one that said don't say bum, and now you're fine.
You straight away
Fine.
went with the
We'll point it out there.
Yeah, well done.
Just edit.
There's no one editing this.
I
haven't got time, but I liked it. It's entertaining. I'll make this explicit on the click box you've got to play. So Dom Lenoir, he is our co-host mainly of the year. He's been brilliant throughout the whole year, jumping in when others have not been available. His key credits include Winter
or not asked.
Or
Yeah.
not asked.
Dom, you do a much better job.
There's been a lot of admin attached, and millions of emails attached with keeping the podcast going.
Well, free hot chocolates with famous people in hotels. Where's the admin?
Edgar did love his hot chocolate.
There you go.
Edgar, right?
I listened to that one episode.
You listen to them all. This is the topic. This is why we're here. His Winter Ridge was his debut movie as a director. And he's followed that up as a producer with movies like I Love My Mum, Soundtrack to 16, When the Screaming Starts, and very recently, Time Travel is Dangerous, which played in over 20 cinemas, a run...
100 screens.
100 screens, a run which he created, which he's just told us. Congratulations, Dom. Welcome. And thank you for all your work this year. A very soft clap there from everyone else.
Didn't want to blow stuff up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, absolutely. Also joining us, listen, I did a little... sort of little intro of everyone earlier, and I thought this would be quite good. And we've got Stephen Follows joining us. He's a producer, but he's a data analyst, and he's very good at it. I'd call him the brain of the industry.
The single brain, does that mean that no one else is one or is using one? Because I think I have the stats to prove
that's true.
Yeah,
you do have the stats to prove
true.
that.
He is the brain. Yeah.
It's
like
he has produced feature films.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. I'll take that. That's pretty good.
Well, we haven't thought it out for a while because I'm not invited back to the Business of Film podcast for some reason. I don't know why. So
I know. I don't know why.
People
it is a compliment.
Yeah. Hashtag Krang did nothing wrong.
Krang did nothing wrong. And there's no time. But we do need to do more Business of Film, and we will. This is the plan for next year moving forward. And he's produced a couple of feature films. He made the short Sign Language, which I only just recently found out, Stephen.
I wrote it. I didn't produce it. So it was...
all right, don't show off.
Wait, again, we're revealing what we think is a more prestigious job, writer or producer. How dare you say that?
How dare you. He's best known for being the leading, I would say, film industry data researcher, which was proved when he went on to Todd Garner's rather incredible producing podcast the other day, which is hugely congratulations, Stephen. I really enjoyed your work.
It's very strange because Todd keeps calling me, and because of the time difference, I'm getting these late night calls from the producer of Con Air, and there's a teenage version of me that's like, this is really fun, and there's an actual version of me that's exhausted. It's just like, I can't have that much of a conversation this late at night.
Yeah, Todd.
He's fantastic. He's a good guy.
He's
put the bunny back in the box.
Yeah, I can't put it back in the box. It's come out.
Yeah, follow StephenFollows.com. That's where to go. It's a gold standard. It analyzes the business of film, not our episodes, sadly. But from gender representation to box office profitability, indie filmmaking, this is where you need to go, StephenFollows.com. Welcome back to the Filmmakers Podcast, Stephen Follows.
Thank you. Hey. A nice little cricket clap from everyone. Very sort of respectful.
It's a cricket clap. It's respectful. Also, yes, good. How's that? So Phil Hawkins is also joining us. He's hugely successful film director and commercial director. He's made studio movies and he's made indie films, from a movie he made in 2 days called 2 Days, and studio features, including Prancer.
Call that now, apparently. Okay.
Prancer, A Christmas Tale for Universal Pictures, which is on Sky Movies right now. It's Christmas. Please go watch it. The Last Showing, starring Robert Englund and Emily Berrington. The Butterfly Tattoo, and not only his short Star Wars Origins, which has got Mark Hamill's seal of approval, but very recently Robin and the Hoods, which is a superb movie. You should go watch it. That is also on Sky Movies. Is that correct, Phil?
It is, and on DVD in America if you're like the physical and are over there. So there you go.
All right, big time DVD. Give it up for Phil Hawkins.
Thank you.
Cricket clap. Also is Matthew Butler-Hart joining us. He's a director, he's a writer, he's a producer. He's all the things.
Hello.
He does the coffee, does the edits, probably does lots of stuff. His latest credits include Infinitum, Subject Unknown, starring Ian McKellen, The Isle, Two Down, Missing the Teens, and along with his partner, Tori Butler-Hart, who isn't joining us today because she's hanging out with Matthew and Tori's baby. He's famous for his resourcefulness, I would say. They shot Infinitum entirely on an iPhone during lockdown, and he got Sir Ian McKellen to be it. And they have also... I say they, him and Tori
iPhone Item
have written this book full to the brim with fizz ginger, with fierce determination about making indie films. It's brilliant, not just because I'm in it. It's brilliant generally. Forget my bits. This is an amazing book. Fizz and Ginger, Fierce Determination, How to Make an Indie Film. Welcome to Filmmakers Podcast again, Matthew Butler-Hart.
Thanks for having me. Thanks. That book needs an update, by the way.
Oh, my bits, yeah.
I love a coffee.
Yeah, exactly. And also, John,
I'll send you one if you'd like. Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
It's really good, Lucinda. You might learn something.
Wow.
And why not introduce Lucinda at that exact moment? She's the powerhouse producer. She gets things made. She's made movies with me, including 3-Day Millionaire, starring Con Air's Colmini, Arthur and Merlin, Knights of Camelot, Wolves of War, and very recently Sessions, which is I'm going up to Scotland tomorrow to finish sound design and grade. Very excited by that. She's also produced the movies Confession, The Dreadful. Currently, she's in the Isle of Skye, making a movie with... And
you can't say that. It's not been announced.
Too late. It's in there. Why is it not being announced?
Those names are probably going to be bleeped out in the actual podcast. Can I just say they were great names that we did?
Wow. I mean,
well done.
Yeah.
I think we should be ahead of Variety in the official announcement.
Yeah.
Why not announce it live on the Filmmakers Podcast?
It's like 55 other movies could have mentioned it.
I could have all the other ones you've made this year. She's just, literally, she doesn't stop. She's amazing. She's also known for Dream Team and Harry and Quash. She's BAFTA. We've been nominated for a BAFTA, me and Lucinda. We have.
And her credit card number is.
Her mother's maiden name is.
I've had you lot.
She is the CEO of Picture Perfect, which makes these brilliant movies all the time. She's amazing. Welcome, Lucinda Rhodes Thakrar. What I like about this on Zoom, sometimes when you get the recording back, it gets rid of all the claps.
It's just a cough.
It's just be silent.
Love it. And we've got the amazing Tobias Vees joining us. He's a technical wizard behind the scenes of this podcast. Sometimes he's been on the mic as well. We love him dearly. He's made short films across the board, including In the Dark, which I love. And recently, he is literally in the edit right now for his amazing new short film. And I've been very privy to maybe see a sneak peek of this. It is called 1956. It is amazing. Welcome, Tobias Vees.
Thank you. And one of the writers of Sessions.
Yes, and one of the writers of Sessions and Wolves of War and other movies that we're not allowed to mention. Ghostwriter, he's amazing.
His new film looks very good, I have to say.
It does. The pictures look amazing. How are you, Toby?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very well. How are you? How are you all? By the way, I haven't asked anyone. I'm very sorry.
So rude.
You should be.
Yes,
so rude. It's so rude. You're so
rude of
Toby.
me.
You're so quiet, by the way. Now,
Very
we've
quiet
turned
now.
you down
Okay.
so much,
Yeah.
we can't hear you.
Sorry, Toby. You can,
Is this better now?
So it's
Yeah.
Hey, hello.
Maybe. Yeah. Hello. Hi.
Oh,
To hear
it's
that
Toby,
good
hello.
Austrian voice.
Yeah. Austria's
Hey,
quite
Ian.
far away, so takes some time for
That does make sense. Yeah.
where does
you-
your short film come in the movie canon of like? Because there's 1917. There's obviously Spielberg's movie. Like, is it a prequel? Is it a sequel?
This was
Above all of them.
1941, wasn't it called?
Yeah, it's a sequel to
gonna be afterwards.
1917 and the prequel to all the others. With the...
Okay, nice. I'm interested to see how that
Yeah.
connects.
Yeah,
Looking forward to that.
1984.
Oh yeah, 1984 in there as well.
1980. Yeah.
2001, A Space Odyssey.
Some spaceships in the they're building the spaceships in the background of the shot.
Nice.
Yeah.
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 What's there
Actually,
about-
it does look like the 2001 thing behind you. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, it's a door.
The monolith.
It's a door.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Forget it, everyone.
It's my
Forget
seat,
it, everyone.
actually. Yeah, but where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, wasn't there a massive movie called 2020 with where
There
the
was.
world
Roland Emmerich one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Roland Emmerich. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal. That lot.
Yeah,
yeah.
that lot.
Um,
Who's
that's cool.
introducing you, Giles?
It's a really good question. Who would like to introduce me?
Phil.
I like
no.
to do it because I can do it wrong really well.
Do it wrong.
No,
Okay. This is Giles Alderson,
this is.
founder of the Filmmakers Podcast,
Hey!
director and
Hey!
producer of such films as Sessions, World of War, studio movie The Dare.
Yay!
World of War. There we go.
You went straight in there.
It's part of the act. It has to be wrong. Some of them have to be wrong.
He's got a wooden.
Stranger
He's
in
actually Nigerian.
Stranger in the bed.
No,
Stranger in
no.
our bed.
In our bed.
There we go.
That's
Stranger in our bed.
Stranger.
Yeah.
Something of
Yeah.
darkness. Something of darkness.
Heart
Yes.
of Darkness.
There we go.
World of Darkness.
World of Darkness. There we go.
There we go.
So Giles does lots of films, and
Great. Well
he's
done.
got a great hat on.
Thank you. There we go. Yes. That'll do. I'll take it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining this amazing Christmas quiz. What a year it's been. I've been delighted by the guests we've had on. It's been incredible. Thank you for those who have co-hosted and done them. It's just been a real delight. So a big shout out to Francis and to Connor as well, who stepped in. They couldn't join us today, but they have been amazing.
Today they stepped out.
And today they stepped
They only turn up for the famous people. I've got
No, they
got your number,
very much
Francis.
wanted to be here. They wanted to be here, but
What can we do? You lot live too far away. This is the problem when we get
Mm.
asked to do junkets in London. It's
Yeah,
a big problem.
it's true.
Toby can't fly across from Austria.
you, Phil, you young man, have been offered a couple of things.
Yeah,
Big
but
ones
you know,
as well.
like, I know,
Oh,
I have. But then
Oh,
schedule
fight,
busyness.
fight.
It's not. It's
Very
not
naughty
the,
boy.
mate. What can I say? It's just been busy. It's been busy. That's,
You
that's
have.
fine.
Yeah, you've done really well. You have been
So-
busy. Do you ever
I
feel
would
as-
love to do more. I'd absolutely love to do more. But you know,
And you.
it's you cast a long shadow, Donald Giles. You see,
Mm.
so
we
it's,
cast-
it's
we
quite
cast-
intimidating.
Yeah, I had to cast a long shadow in Samadiva. Yeah. there you go.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's a joke that only works for the people that have seen the cut.
See
No?
the movie. I know. When we edit with
seen
Samadiva.
it.
Yeah.
What's that?
I haven't seen it.
No.
Oh,
Lucinda's an exec producer on the movie as well, by the way, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
It's not out yet for the listeners. I was going to say listeners watching. It's not out yet. It's in
Yeah.
post, so that's why.
They
It's
might
very
be
good,
watching.
though.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
Wait. Wait. It sounds like someone's hoovering when someone speaks. Can anyone else hear that? Or
I
is it me?
think it might be Phil. Phil, say something.
Hello.
There's
No.
in my apartment. There's someone in my building. There's some
Hoovering.
Well,
construction.
Giles,
work
don't
going
worry.
on.
This Riverside's going to give you all of these stems separately, and you can just pretend one of us doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I could definitely do
Brilliant.
that. But my issue,
What if it's yours, Stephen?
Well, I won't be here. I'm not here to be offended.
I'm really pleased you've got Stephen. He's very professional.
he is very professional. It's the
Wait,
only-
you're right though. Someone does. So, can no one else talk other than Phil, just so it kicks in Phil's?
Hello.
No,
That's
it's
an
Matthew, I
aeroplane.
think, because we were
No,
all
there's
quiet.
a plane going over my head. Just
I think that's
Ah.
it. You were the only one that lit up when we were all quiet for a second.
Yeah.
He lit up.
Typical Matthew with his plane.
Private plane. Where do you park it? I mean, that's the problem.
True, it is.
That's Tory flying back in.
So, what have we learned over this year? We've done over 500 episodes, by the way. We missed the 500th episode. Someone was in Bulgaria
God.
working and didn't announce the 500th episode. So we've done 500 episodes. Maybe
Which
we'll
one
call
was the
this.
500 episode?
I don't want to say.
Tell me.
No, you can work it out. You can add them up. Toby might know. He often, when he edits them, he puts the numbers by them, and I'm like, oh.
Toby, do you know?
Have we actually done
No, I haven't
500,
edited
Toby?
in for a while. I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. Okay, so what
But
have we
probably
learned? Let's
very
go.
recent one, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. But I just wanted to put out a sort of like from doing this podcast over this time. Anyone who's been on from years ago, because Lucinda, you're one of our earliest guests, I'd say, who's here today. Phil was pretty early on. Dom was reasonably early as well. And I just want to sort of say, in terms of what we've learned, just maybe it's over filmmaking in general, but we can maybe relate it to the podcast. In terms of what we have learned as filmmakers, as people, from just making movies and talking about them.
Don't do it.
Great. I think that's
Next quiz question.
You won't get a point. Congratulations.
So is the full title, The Filmmakers Podcast, A Warning from History?
A warning from those who failed. Yeah.
No, a warning from those who succeeded. That's the problem.
That
It's not that all the guests you've had have been like, oh, I failed, you shouldn't do it. They're all like, this is what success is.
Yes.
Still
very
don't
true.
do it.
Never do it.
So, who wants to start? Dom, let's start with you because you've done so many in the last year. What have you learned from doing the podcast, but also making films and how it's changed?
Well, so from the podcast, I think the main thing is like doing a lot of cast episodes. I feel like I've learned a lot from talking to like the really, really top actors. And I think the main thing, I guess, is about openness on set and not having, especially for your actors, not having too much preconceived ideas, allowing them the space to improvise, to be surprised themselves when they're doing performance. That seems to be like the common theme that I've like really learnt from those conversations. A lot of stuff about mindset, I guess, goal setting, loads of stuff really. I mean, there's so much to sort of unpack.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think it's there's no such thing as overnight success. I think we've learned that from like James Vanderbilt trying to get Nuremberg made, Kristen Stewart 8 years to get the chronology of water made, and these are names.
That's a common one, yeah, like 7 to 10 years, or even 20 or 30 or 40 years for some ideas to go to screen.
Yeah, how no is kind of part of the process, how that's given us fuel to keep going. Technical limitations, Matt shooting on an iPhone, I'd say. Phil making his Star Wars movie, making it like a studio movie with very little budget and making it cinematic and amazing. Finding your tribe, I think, is really important. Whoever that is. I know, Toby, you work with Stefan a lot and you find these wonderful people you want to work with. So there's that. Anything else?
It's important to keep it going. Sorry, Phil.
No, you go, Lucinda, go.
About finding your tribe. That's my main point when putting a movie together is finding the right people, because that can make a movie or fail a movie instantly.
Absolutely.
It even goes as far as to say like it's impossible without your tribe and without your best mates to make a movie and achieve something that at the end you're proud of as well. Coming from just producing a short film, but it was very intense short film shoot, and it wouldn't have been possible at all without the help of friends, families, even with Stefan, who has been a great help from the very beginning, holding the set together while I was working with the actors. Yeah, so that's for sure some of the most important things.
I think it expands beyond beyond making a film, then, hasn't it? I think just for us, any of us, to survive in this industry, especially as wobbly as it is at the moment, to have your network and your about life, but as especially the industry, it's all over the place at the moment. To have your lovely tribe and your network and your community, I think that's how we're going to all survive. To be perfectly honest, not to be grinchy about it, but it's a good thing. Sorry, Phil, I cut you off.
No, it's fine.
I'm going to cut you both off.
All right, female host coming in.
That is something that someone, quite a few guests have said as well. Is recently that seems to be like in the mind of the whole industry is if you've just literally survived and you're still in the industry, that is succeeding a lot more than other people.
Yeah. I mean, that's what my point was about. I think a consistent thing across all the podcast interviews is this idea of perseverance and kind of never giving up. And sort of, we're in an industry of so many no's and getting used to the no's and getting used to the rejection. But if there's something about that idea, that script, that short, that project that just you can't put down, then you've got to run with that. Because sometimes, in the darkest times, that belief in that idea or project is the only thing that's kind of keeping you going sometimes. And so I think that sort of resonated when I've been hearing interviews on the podcast this year, that's sort of something that's been coming across.
Yeah, I agree with that. This whole thing that you need someone else to make your movie. It's not. You just need to make it yourself. You need to be the one fighting your corner and battling for it. No one's giving you permission apart from yourself. Yeah. And as soon as you tell yourself that, you can go make a movie. It's not as simple as that, but you can. No one's stopping you, and that's it. And everyone here is testament to that.
I had an interesting experience a few days ago on this topic, which is that I was in Oslo for the Norwegian Film Institute, and they were running a one-day session around international success. So they had the producer of Midsummer and The Apprentice and a load of other people. And at the talk I gave, I listed all the ways you might define success in the film industry, financial, networking, all this sort of stuff. And I deliberately left the most important one to last. And it was maybe, 200 people in a cinema, packed cinema. And the last one I put on there was like, why you might be getting into film is for fun. Because you just like it. And there was this palpable sense of like, everyone went, oh yeah. And then I could feel everyone breathe out and let go, because they were like, oh, do I have to make money? Do I have to do this? Like, no. And that might be your goal. And you can't achieve multiple goals probably at the same time. But it's okay to do something because you want to, because you'll enjoy it, because it's creative expression. It doesn't need a number to prove that it was worthwhile. You just got to make all your choices based on that. But the relief I heard in the physical room, which I would have lost if it'd been an online thing, was really telling that actually it's important we remind each other it's okay to do it for fun.
So true. I love
I think Walt Disney said we don't make movies to make money, we make money to make movies. That's the point of it.
That's the point.
Oh, that was nice, Matthew.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Which is a perfect way to bring it back to the fun. As I didn't say at the beginning of this podcast, and probably should have, been the Christmas quiz. This is a quiz. We haven't even started the quiz.
We're 39 minutes
40 minutes in.
Here is question 1 of the quiz, and how this is going to work, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you haven't listened in the previous year, we all ask 2 questions each, and then at the end we write them down, and then at the end we go back over them and we say if we got it right or wrong. Very simple. You know how quizzes work. Let's start. Phil Hawkins, you're going to be quiz number 1, question 1 and 2, and straight after that it is going to be Toby with 3 and 4. Right. So
Here
Phil,
we go. Question 1.
Question 1. Write it down. We all got pen and paper. I haven't. I failed.
Are we all ready?
Hang on.
Come on, you can have a pen and paper.
I've got a metaphorical pen.
Yeah, I'm going to type it, but I'll leave the rest of my hands where you can see them so that no one
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Here we are.
Watching.
Okay, question number 1, everybody.
Yeah.
So after the Chinese animated movie Nizar 2, right? What is the second highest grossing movie of 2025 so far? Now, obviously, Ni Zai 2, which I'm totally not pronouncing, has been in the news recently, 1.9 billion at the box office. So I thought that might be an easy guess. So what's the second highest grossing? So is it A, a Minecraft movie? B, Lilo and Stitch? C, Zootopia 2? Or D, Superman?
All I can hear is Dom typing, which made me go, he's just looking up the answer.
we can count your keystrokes.
Yeah.
All it is if you don't just press one letter on your keyboard, then, you know.
Why didn't we set up some sort of voting system live? We could have done that.
You could have done
Next year.
Bear with us, listener.
Okay.
Okay, we good? Question one?
It would have
Happy?
exploded.
Question two. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Question two is, how many actors has Quentin Tarantino publicly offended this year?
I like it publicly because it implies he did a lot more privately that we just wouldn't know about.
Probably.
Definitely.
Is it A, 1?
Yeah.
B, 2?
Yeah.
C, 3? Or D, 0, because he's a complete professional and would never do anything so insulting as to call out a colleague like his opinion actually matters?
Yeah, I totally agree. It's outrageous, to be honest.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
It's outrageous.
No, it could be 0, Giles.
How dare you pull Dano?
What an idiot.
Do our questions all have to be multiple choice?
I'm just...
No.
Is that one of your questions?
Is this...
Is it A?
Yes.
Or 2?
There you go. Are we good?
Yes, we're good.
Mine
Thank
are not,
you,
if that helps, Lucinda.
Right.
Yeah, mine.
At least we've got time to think about the answer for Lucinda's question now, because it's not her turn yet.
Very true. So, Toby is next. Toby, bring us questions 3 and 4, please.
Yes. So, in 2025, the global box office was dominated by films based on established intellectual properties.
Are you reading this out?
Yes.
Please not picking it up on the spot. That would be even more impressive.
I thought it would be nice to have like a little introduction to the question.
How dare you prepare for this? Honestly.
I know. Right.
You've ruined the whole aesthetic.
From sequels to adaptation to franchise giants. You can hear that it was mostly ChatGPT writing these. But among all those blockbuster brands, one original movie climbed higher than any other that wasn't based on pre-existing IP. The question is, at what rank does the highest grossing original movie, not based on any existing intellectual property, place worldwide in 2025? Bonus points if you can name the film.
I get
should I name the film?
The film is the easy part of the question. The box office ranking is okay. I'm guessing.
So okay.
Closest
Did anyone
wins.
else not understand?
This is a great example of ChatGPT making a question 17 times longer than it should be.
So
Can somebody simplify it for me?
yes, please, and me.
Was it what film did best?
Yeah, what original?
What is the
monetary
highest?
point of view?
What is the highest grossing original movie of 2025?
Right?
Oh,
At what
Just
rank does it
2025.
come?
And what rank does it come in the?
okay.
Oh,
That's the main
okay.
question. Yeah, what
Films.
rank?
I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah, okay. Oh gosh.
I'm guessing.
Oh gosh.
Guessing.
I mean, guessing.
Oh, hang
I
on.
mean, you'd say Avatar, but that's not out yet until
Not out yet.
But that's not
From when I
based on
watched it.
intellectual. On
anyone intellectual.
on
It's not. It could be.
It's not an originality. It's a free.
No, it's an original.
Okay.
Hey,
Well, I've got the answer next.
Have you? You've got it.
He's always got the bloody answer.
No,
He's always got a bloody answer.
Boffin. Boffin.
No, I think I know the film, but I don't know the ranking. I'm totally guessing ranking.
On that, who has won the quiz at all in any time,
I
shape,
think I won once.
Me,
Stephen
Stephen
won
won
once.
once, but it was.
The fact that you don't like it doesn't mean I didn't win.
No, that's true.
If anything, it makes the victory all the sweeter.
It does. I have won once as well, but I think I won that with Ian.
Yeah, Ian won once. I remember.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I got a silver medal once.
That doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count.
It annoys me because it's always Phil every
That's
year.
number one loser.
Not,
That
not
doesn't
every
count.
year.
No, Phil's only won it once. I think
No,
you've
I
only
think
won
I've won it twice, and then Stephen.
Well, I
No,
contested
to
both
me.
of those two now retroactively. So
Okay.
Retroactively. Yeah, Toby, what's your second question? And
Second
four?
question. Okay. Second question revolves around the film Weapons.
Ooh,
The mystery thriller horror follows a chilling premise. Children
No
all
spoilers.
across town suddenly leave their homes for an unknown, deeply unsettling reason.
I know the reason.
At exactly what time do all the children leave their houses?
Oh,
Oh.
What if you've not seen the film?
Then
I
you
can't
don't
see
know.
it. Christmas
I mean, I
time.
can't remember anyway, but
Oh,
that's the
I've
point.
seen it and I can't remember. I was like, I think it's that time. It's Christmas time.
Okay.
When you say what, you mean an hour and minute?
Yeah.
Like that's what
Yeah.
you, okay.
There's
Yeah,
a very
it's
not
on
like
a
a
Wednesday
century,
afternoon.
like modern
shown
time.
in the film.
Yeah, modern time.
Oh, hang on.
Modern time. Yeah.
Modern
Yeah. Modern time. Okay, so that was our first couple of questions. I think we've got a couple of questions I want to do in between. But obviously, we don't want this to be the longest podcast that we've ever done. So I'm going to amalgamate a couple of these. So, what markets and genres are going to be big in 2026? And how can we as filmmakers and our lovely listeners use this to our advantage? Lucinda, I want to start with you.
I knew it.
All right.
Don't put me on the spot.
All right.
Go on.
Fine.
Oh, yes, fine.
Lucinda, is it A?
We've had a lot of, obviously the markets, give us a guide of what genres to look out for and what genres are being made and what genres that we should look to be making in the indie world, because we're always governed by America.
Mhm.
So we've had a lot of, obviously, the musicals, the Disney remakes, a lot of sequels. So until we get to Berlin, we won't know how the rest of the year's going, which is obviously February. There's a lot of thrillers being made, more psychological thrillers than, who done it thrillers. I feel who done it. Nice, Dom. I'm glad you're here. So there's a few fight movies due for next year. There's a lot of demand for them. I've seen boxing, MMA. I think we just got to wait for Berlin to really know what's coming up. It's a
Yeah,
hard one to navigate.
I
Anybody else got
agree.
any thoughts? What do you think, guys?
I've got thoughts.
Go on, Tom.
Phil was doing a big dramatic sigh, so I'm going to let him go first.
I was
but
just
then
breathing. No, it's obviously hard to predict. I think probably still horror is something that will continue to grow and it always has. I feel like there's been an interesting, more original horror this year. It feels like, which has been good to see. I hope, or maybe there's going to be an upswing of more kind of films of escapism. I know it's not a genre, but not that we're in. Well, I guess we are in war times if you think about it. Not to get dreary, but it's been a horrible year for many, many reasons. And when you look in kind of the history of film, and when you look at post certain wars and various things, there's always been an interesting change in the way the type of movies that are told and made. So I wonder, because the world is imploding, that we might see more escapism, possibly. That's just a random theory of mine, but yeah.
Don't escape it.
Well, just not any kind of dreary, depressing kind of movies. But then you could say that's what horror can be. So I don't know. It's just a
specific Phil based narrative.
I don't know.
Right,
Star Wars.
Everything all right at home?
No, it's not actually. Stephen, I need a hug, thanks. No, I think right now, like there's a few movies that I feel like I need to watch, but I always defer to movies that make me feel good. And I'm thinking of movies recently, like a film like Life of Chuck, for example, which I just put a big smile on my face watching that movie, and various things like that I just feel
life
interesting.
affirming, yeah,
and life affirming. Maybe maybe I'm talking personally. That's what I need next year. So Lucinda, make a couple of them.
You should watch Surat that was in Cannes.
That's
exactly what you need. Yeah, watch that.
Okay. Thank you.
There we go.
I think there is. I think Phil's right. There has been like more this year in that hopeful column. I think the smart horror is like horrors that aren't actually that horror-y anymore. People are like finding ways to make dramas in a horror wrapper. But I don't know. I feel like you still got to make the films that you want to make. That's my take. And there's lots. I think there is more like independent IP starting to like get a bit of an audience reception. I feel like some stuff gets quashed that's original IP, like Sinners, how it had a bit of like didn't get the respect that it deserved initially. And there's lots of things like that where they sort of like, oh, this isn't in the Hollywood system, so we're not going to promote this in a sort of critical way. But there are lots of those films, and I think audiences are getting bored of remakes, like really getting bored of remakes. And I think there's room for like other stuff.
You say that, but the box office doesn't say that, though. That's the problem. Like,
well, it does in some. It does in some.
Yeah.
Not in all of them.
Can I throw a spanner or two at some works? So I was chatting to one of my friends I've known for a long time. She's one of the top boffins at Studio Canal. She's going to be taking over at some point. I don't know if that's a secret. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. And she was saying, so all this conversation, remember a lot of things we're watching at the moment, they weren't made recently, obviously made a year or two ago. And in that time, so she was at a big dinner, I think about a year ago, with all the top people, and they're sort of all going, right, we need to turn off the money taps. Something is going wrong. We can't keep recouping money with the way we've been doing things. So she's saying like everything is going to change massively. So what Studio Canal have done is like they created a horror, sort of a genre, sort of a label. And she said, if you can keep in that world, that is how you're going to survive, because things are going to get very wobbly for the next couple of years until they work out what the fuck to do, to be honest, because they've all been kind of working on this old recoupment model, which hasn't, we've all known that hasn't existed for years, but a lot of them haven't really quite understood that. So what they were saying is if you can stick with, do interesting things with genre, like wrap other messages, other stories in it, keep the budget sensible, that is a way of surviving for the next sort of few years. Obviously there's always going to be loads of other films.
But I mean, just to throw another spanner in the works, one of the favourite films for a lot of the BAFTA voters that I know is I Swear, which is like, I know it's an IP and it is, it's based on someone that exists, which does make things like way easier. And IP is also one of those things where that's a safe bet for studios. But it very much feels like an independent movie. It's set in Scotland. It's not super high budget. Like, things like that, I feel like there's room for
those films. There's always going to be those films.
But that film was dragged to life, kicking and screaming. I think the director had to mortgage his house to make that film. It's not as if the powers that be are saying
it was a long time.
But do they ever say?
No, they don't.
Do they ever say yes to the hard stuff?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's kind of the point of like staying true to the thing you want to make. Drag it to life, kicking and screaming, and then people jump on the bandwagon if it's a success.
And also, it needs to make money so they can go make another one as well.
Yeah. Stephen, what's your opinion on this in terms of what's...
Well, I'm not sure. I think we're going to go in one of two directions, and it's difficult to know. Either there will be like the continued consolidation of all of the IP and the, continually making the same things again and again, running it into the ground. But my more hopeful thing is to look back to what happened in the 70s. So like in the 50s and 60s, cinema was really declining because of the rise of television. And in the 60s, they tried to make films bigger, physically bigger, and Cleopatra and whatever. And by the end of the 60s, they kind of gave up and were like, oh, just try with some hippies. And so in the 70s, we started seeing things like Raging Bull and stuff like that. And we started to see directors who were the first generation that had gone to film school, so like Scorsese and people like that. And so when you look at like the artistic output of the 1970s, it sits totally different to like the 60s. And the 70s is just a different type of filmmaking in almost every way. Like whenever you look at a time series of anything, and I did something recently that looked at whether the lead character survived or not. And it's sort of like the 70s is just this weird period. Even like how much dialogue there is in movies, like almost every aspect of how they look, sound, the stories, there's this time period where things changed. And so I think that there is a saturation of all of these big recycled ideas. So I really do hope that's the version, because what that means is we don't know what the next artistic waves are going to be, but they're going to be made by people who are informed by the modern world, which is exactly as everyone's been saying. The model that people have been using financially is broken, but also creatively, it's not broken, but we're just trying to hold on is the greatest achievement, which actually is really hard to do. And we talked about attrition earlier on. But like the reinvention, the artistic reinvention, which could come from all over the world when you find the next Squid Game, Parasite, whatever the thing that just sort of like kicks off, that's going to be something that we haven't seen before. So imagine we're sitting in the late 60s and you're trying to imagine Raging Bull or Easy Rider or something like that. You can't. So, but it's coming. And that will be truly indie. And so I hope that while Hollywood is burning and trying to buy each other until there's only one company left, we are out there trying to find the next generation of stories and filmmakers and is contextually aware to everything that's come before it. But I don't know.
I'd love that, Stephen. I think that's absolutely right. I think the breakthrough hits this year have been those little indie movies. Like Weapons is hugely in that way. Shelby Oaks is another one. Sinners, even though big budget and big team behind it with Ryan Coogler, it has still broken out. There's still Oscar talk now, even though at the time it's like, oh, this film isn't doing well. I love that. I think it's so interesting for filmmakers right now. And as Matt has absolutely said, we often make movies 2 years later they get released, or certainly come out onto Netflix by the time, it's gone through the whole system. So I think and as Dom said, we have to make the movies that we want to make, and we have to push for that, but also thinking and being clever about keeping the budgets low, making sure we can make this for the right amount and with the right people, and as we've always said, with the right team. And I think that is what we need to do as filmmakers on that this year, coming up in 2026. Yeah, all right, that's a good way to end that one. Unless anyone else has got anything else to add. Good, let's get to the next quiz question, which is me. Yay, I am number 3 in this list. Right, pens and paper ready. During the filming of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which was made in 2000, you might know what question I'm going to ask because it's been in the news lately.
I'm sure we've had it on a quiz before as well.
I'm not going to... Well, maybe.
I don't remember the Grinch.
No, how he stole Christmas. The prosthetic makeup was so claustrophobic for Jim Carrey. He just threatened to quit many times. So to keep him on the straight and narrow, Brian Grazer, the producer, hired a very specific type of expert consultant to train Jim Carrey. What was this consultant's real-life profession?
I have no idea. What a fun thing to guess.
Dom, all I can hear is Dom Googling.
Drug dealer.
That's all I can hear.
I've just guessed.
Yeah,
and that's when Jim Carrey got addicted to...
Wow. You heard it here first.
God.
Cut that one out.
Yeah, I don't. No one's editing this. I told you this.
Someone's editing it.
You've got to beep out all of the secrets that you've been spilling, Giles. You can't publish this and still keep
which
people around there.
I should write in time codes because I really don't have time to edit this.
Time code 57.
I'm going to write that one, 57, time codes for cutting shit out. It's too funny.
Is that a dentist joke? Too funny?
I did hear that.
Just ignore
the lack of laughter wasn't because it was cut.
We were all clapping, Dom, and Zoom cut all the claps.
Tobias enjoyed it, that's all that counts. As long as Tobias laughs.
I was laughing about Stephen Fowler's comment.
No, you weren't.
All right, my second.
I haven't made one joke about short films yet, but I'm very tempted now.
Before 1946, which isn't a movie Toby made, fake movie snow was actually made from painted cornflakes.
Wow.
However, in It's a Wonderful Life, director Frank Capra, he refused to use them. Why did Frank Capra ban the cornflakes? And as a bonus point, what did his team invent instead that won a Technical Academy Award? Again, all I can hear, Dom, is you typing. I'm like, he's looking up the answer. Honestly, that's all I can hear.
Typing, for God's sake. Right, what was the second part of the question?
He went typing over it. And what did the team invent instead? So basically, Frank Capra's movie Wonderful Life, he refused to use painted cornflakes. What did they use instead? Why did he ban them, and what did they use instead? Right, next quiz question.
I've got a feeling I'm going to lose this.
They're tough.
I'm having the big guesses these last few.
It's good though this year. We've got some good questions so far. I'm guessing as well. Stephen Follows is the next quiz master. Who's normally the quiz master?
It's 17% is the answer.
You always guess. How many of these questions will Phil get right? Okay. Which prescient film won Best Film at the BAFTAs this year?
Prescient?
Mm-hmm. Which prescient film won Best Film at the 2025 BAFTA Film Award?
What does prescient mean?
Yeah, can you quantify that?
No.
It's just the question, who won the BAFTAs this year?
Basically,
it's actually a clue to help.
Who won BAFTA?
If you don't know what it means, it doesn't help. So it's not like it rhymes or something. Prescient means it sort of saw the future in some way, or it was like timely.
Yeah.
So you outed us all as being a bit.
Not as
Everyone who
smart as
listens
old
knows
brains
that.
over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So which one?
Which film
category?
won Best Film at the BAFTAs?
Best film. Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
Was that this year?
Yeah, that was this year.
we haven't had the BAFTAs yet.
I know, but I'm just thinking of the film.
obviously-
So it's 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's last year's technically 2025.
I think I know that one.
Okay.
So, and all the qualifications I'm about to give here now make it easier. So don't
Are
worry.
you giving us an A, B, C,
Prescient.
and
No.
4? No. Okay.
No.
Prescient. Yeah.
I'm about to give a few qualifications of this question, but it makes it easier. So don't worry. It's not like you have to think of this stuff. But I'm not going to include any re-releases, compilations, concert films, animations, anything that's sort of slightly fringe, not including in what I'm about to ask.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what the answer would be for each of them if you're interested. But which film that came out in cinemas in 2025 has the longest official title? So to set the things, if I did include re-releases, which I'm not, it would have been Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. That's quite a long title. If it was compilations, it would have been the 2025 Oscar-nominated short films live action. Concert films would have been Taylor Swift: The Official Release Party of a Showgirl. And there's a lot of Japanese animations that have very long titles, not including any of them. It's a live action mainstream movie. Which movie that came out in cinemas in 2025 has the longest official title?
Do you say, does it include sequels, or is that?
Yeah. It could include that. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not some obscure film or translation or something like that. It's not unfair like that.
I can only think of one long one. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we're talking 2025
Yep.
towards the end of the year.
Well, it came out at some point this year. I'm not saying when.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. I'm writing something that is not correct. Good. All right. So moving on.
Because I laughed at it when I saw it. I don't know if it's the longest, but anyway.
Oh, that could have been any movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's
Superman.
So let's get on to this will be our sort of final sort of discussion. I imagine. It won't be, but it's the one
Who's
that I
carving the answers
Who's
into
tapping? Yeah.
Sorry. It's an iPad.
Oh, you tapping it with
Who's
your
carving
nail?
into like
I feel like I've been falsely.
It's not switched on, so I'm having to just scrape.
It was Matthew all along.
It was Matthew. If you were chiseling an ice sculpture.
I'm sorry.
That's amazing.
It's a long title. I was listening.
To be fair, that's the only
Right,
question
very
that
long
typing is
title.
allowed.
It can't be as long as
typing.
no, it's not as long as the title as your
You've
book,
got that
though,
here.
Matt. The title of your book is pretty long.
That was only ever a working title, and they just kept. I think it couldn't be
Full
fucked
to
to
the
send us an
brim.
email.
With Fizz, Ginger, and First Determination, a modern guide to independent filmmaking.
That's long.
It's long.
It's not. We were just like, look, blah, this is what it's about. Blah blah blah.
Wait till the follow-up, which is the same but 2 Electric Boogaloo. It's just going to get longer.
The updated version. That's great. Good. All right. So let's talk about funding and dealing with investors and studios and what's happened this year and why things have changed, I would say, in terms of, we talked about this a little bit before. We touched on it with what we should do and what's happening in 2026 moving forward. But in terms of investors now and how movies are getting made, or they're seeming to get made, the model seems to have changed somewhat. I think the model's always changing. But in my opinion, and Lucinda definitely has experienced this, of how things have gone back to the pre-sales model in some way. Not all films and not everything's getting made this way. But certainly in the independent film, and at the level, let's say, between 1 million up to 10, but usually in between that and between 2 and 5, movies are getting made on pre-sales or the idea of pre-sales with some equity investment. Plus, movies are getting made all equity, private, very small independent movies, and then there's a studio still happening. There's obviously everything in between. Movies get made however they get made. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit and how we see this moving forward for us and independent filmmakers and why it's changed. Lucinda, from your experience in the last year in terms of how that has changed and how things are looking and the names you're looking at to get movies made, what do you think that is and why?
So there's lots of different ways of putting a finance plan together. And you are right, there are more pre-sales happening. Obviously, it's all cast dependent. And I mean, going out to a cast member and being, we're not financed yet, but we need your name to release pre-sales or a backstop deal. That's obviously getting more and more difficult because we're paying actors more and more. where, obviously they deserve it, but there's other areas in filmmaking that are being neglected because of it. I found the equities dropped out of the market a lot, and I'm sure some of you experienced that as well, because there used to be more people, financing the entire movie. I mean, Sessions was completely financed by private equity.
Yes.
High net worth individuals, maybe not movie related as well, which is quite an unusual way now to put a film together. But, the tax credit's been very good to us. I don't know if anyone's experienced that.
Yes, definitely.
I'm working with a lot of Americans and Canadians who are taking advantage of that higher IFTC. So that's been a big part of it. Pre-sales, backstop, but you always need some equity because, you've got to get through the movie and then also lend on the pre-sale.
Yes.
So equity is tends, or I found over the last year, the last bit to come in, and it's normally about 20%.
Yeah.
And that's the movie breaks down because you can't always get that last 20%. And I've seen that a lot, even with big casts.
Yeah. So let's say we're making a movie for 1 million, just to make it simpler, make sense. You're kind of looking for 20 to 30% equity, and with a couple of names thrown in, you can now kind of make your movie. It does seem to be a model that is working at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, even some people won't put in, even if you've got I'm going to use Bill Nighy for an example because, he's wonderful. You'll have Bill Nighy, I don't know, in a movie, but they'll say, okay, well, we're still not going to give you equity the last 20 or 30% because you're going to need a second name. So it's got very hard for us filmmakers where there used to be a green light for one name. It's not so much like that in the indie world anymore.
No. And the issue is that these actors, like you say, are charging more. So the people who've done some great telly, but aren't necessarily film stars, the agents give them a big whack of money. And you're like, well, they're not worth that much for us. It doesn't sell internationally. It doesn't sell most places, these names. But people recognize them from telly, but maybe only in certain territories. So it's got really tricky for us to find the right names. And there's only actually a small window, a band of names that either don't get too high. Yeah. So it's a very small window, and they kind of all seem to know it and go, oh, you want me? This is my price. And you go, oh, you're just not worth that much. So it's a really tricky place for us.
Having a sales agent back in your movie before having a sales agent on board, I found, which was a different opinion when I had before of make the movie, then get the sales agent. I found the last year has been more helpful to have the sales agent on our side before we've made the movie so they can guide us on, what the market's saying about this actor or this artist. They will also know investors. So I think that's quite important more now for the indie scene than it used to be.
Yep.
We used to be really indie, like the Nick Winters and the Greg Halls of the world that used to make their movies for 20, 30, 40 grand and then sell them after.
Yes.
I'm talking like 12 years ago. And they're great filmmakers.
Yep.
It's just, but it's we're in a different world at the moment.
Yeah, we are. Anyone else had experience on this year?
I just found this year frustrating, to be very honest. I mean, I think, the end of the year and not shot a movie this year. And
hasn't gone for a hike with me.
And it's been frustrating for the cast game. And I think a bunch of my projects are on a higher level. So the type of actor you're looking for is higher. And do they want to work with me? Do they work with the project? Does the budget work? So that's been a bit frustrating. I like to try and be positive and say this year has been planting lots of seeds and hopefully they grow next year. And then it'll be famous, first world problems of which one to go for, if any. But yeah, this year I found personally quite frustrating for me, mainly for the sort of casting aspect of it. I found that hard going.
You're going for that bigger bracket, so 5 million and quite a bit above necessarily, right? So therefore, the names again are even harder to get because there isn't many in that level which do make a difference. Your Brad Pitts and your Bradley Coopers and your Florence Pughs of the world aren't necessarily going to come and do your movie. It's very difficult to get them when they've got lots of offers. So you're kind of going down that list. And like we've said, that list is quite small of who can sell your movie.
List. And it takes months, you know, and every, you know, you make the intro video for the actor and you pitch the project to them and everything takes time and then you wait and then it is rolling a dice or buying a lottery ticket. Because, you know, if one of these types of people say yes, then hurrah, that's the next 2 or 3 years. But in it to win it, I suppose, you know, and I've got a few things that are wonderful projects, great scripts, a lot of support behind them, some even with equity. But like, it's just finding that, the cast combination has been, me personally, frustrating a little bit this year. So hoping next year that changes. But yeah, that's been my frustration this year.
Yeah, I could see that would be frustrating for you. Matt, just coming to you from your sketch side of things. Obviously, you've had a baby this year, which has changed everything, I imagine, for you. Congratulations on that. We're all clapping.
Tori had the baby. But
Tori did have the baby.
I was there. It was hard.
No, he did
the work. I mean, you didn't physically have the baby.
Yeah, you did your bit. You did your bit.
I had to sleep in a chair for 4 days. I mean, come on.
Oh, wow. That's
Matt, well done, mate.
Thanks, mate. Yeah.
Proud of you. So, yeah, but off that topic, how have you found like the indie filmmaking world from your side? Have you even been pushing to make a film this year, obviously with the baby and you're teaching and you've got all that wonderful stuff going on as well? But you're still pushing to make a movie. So what things have sort of changed and have you noticed a difference like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been, we've purposely been slower this year, but then you get itchy, don't you? So you have to go and make things. So yeah, we're ramping up a couple of sort of things. What has been quite interesting, and I know I keep banging on about genre. Like I basically I want to go and make The Goonies and Back to the Future. Those are the kind of films I want to make.
I think they've been made. But...
I know. It's a bugger, isn't it? But you know what I mean? Those are the kind of films I actually want to make. Which I'm now trying to find ways of sort of balancing. Okay, what do the money people want, and can I kind of envelope something that I want to do inside it? And what has been quite interesting is that a lot of finance people who, a few years ago, when we were trying to get money for things like Dagger, which is, horror-y, they were, oh, no, we don't do that, are actually messaging us going, okay, we've joined forces now. Do you have any horror? I'm like, oh, okay. So this is why I keep banging on about this kind of stuff, the genre stuff at the moment, because even these lads who are like, no horror, it's a load of old bullshit, isn't it? And I'm going, we're fucked. Can you make us a horror film, please? But because horror, it's low budget. You don't need the names because the glorious horror audience just want good films, they want good stories, and they don't even have to have big budgets. They don't need a massive. They don't need good films.
No, they just need a film. They don't need. It doesn't need to be good.
Exactly. They need to be entertained for an hour and a half.
Yes.
In the world that they like. So you don't need the big names. And I think a lot of those middle-ish finance people are kind of going, right, this is how we're going to survive as well. So they have actually been messaging us after years of completely ignoring me, saying, "Have you got this?" But at the same time, it's very much kind of back-endy, expensive money. But what's quite interesting is a lot of these finance people seem to be joining clubs. Joining together, clubbing together. That's the word. They're going clubbing. It is Christmas after all, and sort of out, looking for that kind of stuff. So that's only my input for this year, to be honest.
Very interesting. I think genre film is. Yeah, go on, Phil.
No, it's interesting, and maybe it's just maybe this aside. Maybe we have this private conversation publicly, so I can't even talk.
That's what podcasts are for.
No, but do you think a filmmaker should pivot and grab those sorts of opportunities and make that film? Or because for me, I don't particularly like horror. I don't make horrors. The horrorist I got was more of a psychological thriller. Yeah, but it's more of a thriller really than a horror, I suppose.
Yeah,
but even then,
aren't horror films.
I think you've got to like the genre if you're going to pivot into it. I think pivoting for the sake of pivoting, because that's what the market wants, inverted commas, feels like a mute exercise. But I think if you enjoy the genre,
what I discovered is because it's such a worldwide loved genre, and doesn't matter what language, you can wrap interesting ideas in it. So with Dagger, it was a silly little idea, but there was a message inside it. And end of last year, because it came out last year, I had a message from a guy who was in, he said, I'm halfway through your film at the moment. I was like, fucker, halfway through, why have you paused it? No, he was in a Ukrainian bomb shelter because they were in the cinema and they had to stop watching the film, and he came down to the thing going, I'm loving your film, and we started chatting whilst he was in there about the message and about all these things were sort of going on. It's like, fuck, okay, so this tiny little genre film with a little message in it can reach parts of the world which I never thought any of my films would be able to, better than something I can make of a bigger, that I personally would be able to go and get the money for and get out to people. Like, so for an hour and a half they were entertained, but there was a bit of a message in there, so it was transporting something bigger than just, well, I don't like arms and legs coming off, but it was that's how, I suppose that's how I
No, it's interesting. I just personally, because I'm very much like, you have projects trying to make the things you love of a certain budget, and and things, and it's like, do you chase? It's that whole thing of chasing a market force that you're 3 steps behind already. But do you care enough about that genre? Because people say this, make a horror, and it's like, as someone that tried to make a horror and ended up being a psychological thriller. I don't know. I just feel like,
I feel like it has to have enough drive for you to put up with like years of rejection, whatever you're doing. Yeah. And just because you're doing something that's in theory easier, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy to make. You still might have to spend like several years trying to get the said thing made. So you got to there's got to be a burning desire to do it. If you're the kind of person that's like, okay, yeah, I really could do this in a horror and I would still love this just as much, then I think that's great. But like, kind of similar to me, like if it just doesn't really interest me at the moment.
Right.
Like, something like Weapons I could probably do because like, well, that type of genre, because it's not really a horror wrapper. Like the tropes are kind of there, but it's really a sort of a fun thrillery drama with a bit of comedy. Something like that I could maybe get behind, but I would never really be interested in going into sort of people getting maimed and.
Well, I don't like any of that stuff.
We're not talking about serving the genre. We're talking about serving the audience. So what you're saying is like people who like horror would like this. That doesn't. We don't need to sit and decide it is a horror. It's not some external kind of criteria that you're like. Something like running time is very absolute. We want a film that's at least this length or no longer than that. Genre is not that. What you're saying is that people who seek out horror or really enjoy it, and that's one of the things they want from their cinema, will like my film. Now, there might be an overlap that may or may not fit into the neat little box of the genre, but ultimately you can do a good job. And that's why Phil's example of a psychological thriller is spot on, because you don't have to anoint it a horror or say it's not. You can say what I like and what they like overlaps in this space, and that I can make.
But it also has to be something that you. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you should make this. You should never make a film that is your passion that has nothing to do with the audience. But I never think you should make a film for your audience ahead of something that is a burning personal desire to you.
I agree with that.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. It's too much hard work.
Yes, it is hard work, but we're also filmmakers and we want to do what we love to do. And I'd certainly say, if, you've got your burning passion and the one you want to make, great. But in the meantime, can't you go, I can go make this, and that means I might get to that one I really want to make. And also
learn,
practice,
I've
get better.
Directed 5 features now. I still go like, fuck, what am I doing most of the time? In a good way, but I'm like, okay, every time I speak to an actor, and I run all these acting retreats and stuff, I'm learning things from them every single day, and that's what I love about this as well. To be honest, I'm like, okay, I've done another day's shooting. I'm a better filmmaker. I've learned something. I don't know I came up against something I did not know how to tell that better story or whatever it is. And I think so I think we have to do that as well. And I think that's for me. That's a big part of it for me.
I agree. I think most filmmakers and crew members make films all the time. They're on set, they're making things. It doesn't matter what genre, what it is. Obviously, if we're directing the movie, slightly different. If we're producing, again, slightly different. I think the more we make, the better we get. And therefore, the more chance we can make the things we really want to make. Otherwise, we could be not making stuff because we're waiting for that one opportunity that might not come. Personally, again, it's great that we've all got these different opinions because that's great. Every filmmaker is different and we approach it in every single different way.
I just like to use this podcast like therapy, so thank you for that.
My pleasure.
Coming soon, Phil's Horror, starring children.
Phil, you're not paying attention. This is an intervention. This isn't therapy.
I know. Thanks. I needed it. Yeah.
It's very true. Toby, what's your view on this? Obviously, pushing forward for you next year. What are you thinking?
Well, I think
What's the short film world?
there you go. That was your.
You leave him alone, Don.
Yeah.
Hey, who's cheeky to be, Harry? Who's cheeky to be?
Well, I find it way too hard to work on something that you're not passionate about or that you don't feel inspired by. You don't have your own way in from your personal experiences and stuff. So for me, I realized that having worked on things that like didn't excite me at all, like when writing the screenplays for that
Sessions.
No, not so.
We had fun writing sessions.
We had a lot of fun writing sessions.
Okay.
Yes. It's too hard. You get to the second page and it's just like frustrating, and you can be so professional working on it, but then again, yeah, if there's no love or inspiration from you for the project, then I wouldn't do it at all. And don't know if that was the answer to the question, but it was definitely an answer.
We'll find out at the end if you got the answer right.
Yeah, I think what we learned from this is that, yes, you've got to be passionate, but it doesn't have to be your burning passion.
No.
I think it's like with filmmakers, like if we get offered some TV to do, we're going to do it. You know what I mean? To direct it for the director.
Something that excites you in it.
If something excites you, it has to excite you. But I think filmmaking films is exciting. I think it's one of the best things we can, we all love it. So to get a chance to be on any set of anyone's is just an absolute joy. The fact that movies get made is a miracle. We all know that. The fact that any movie's any good is a miracle. And any movie that excels that is just, wow, it's an anomaly. Which might be the longest title this year. So let's do that.
I still haven't got that one.
Yeah, right. So the next question is and it's question 9, and it is Matthew Butler-Hart.
Oh, good. Okay.
Lord Emperor himself.
Lord Emperor Giles Alderson.
Phil, I've just realised you've changed your name to my name. I've just seen
I think Stephen did for a while. Anyway,
Stephen did.
Okay.
He's changed back.
Right.
So on that note, I've tried to follow Stephen in his analysing of things.
Good.
And I've noticed things on this podcast, but also in other ones in the world. So what film is probably the most mentioned by directors as the film that made them want to become filmmakers?
Oh, great question.
Say that again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not Googleable.
What are you doing? How did you not hear it? What are you possibly doing?
So what film is the most mentioned by directors as the film that made them want to become filmmakers? The one that inspired.
It's a very generational question, though,
I was going to say,
because if you ask Spielberg, he's not
different
to
to Phil's. Yeah.
And that's what it's people who. That's why I've kind of looked a little bit at the people on this podcast as well over the years. Like I've noticed a bit of a trend occasionally. To be honest. It's not a trick question, but I would. There's 3 answers I would accept.
Okay. A, B, and C.
So it's a trilogy.
No, I don't want to give you an A, B, or C because everyone.
Or 9.
So basically, everyone can get this.
And some spin-off.
Yes. So there's obviously a famous film or 3.
Yeah. Right. Or 3. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Matt.
The Matrix 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Definitely the
that's
third
not a clue,
Matrix.
by the way, Lucinda.
Oh, it sounded like a real clue.
No, it's actually not. Or is it?
Or is it?
Oh, so it's not a trilogy.
It's not.
Or is it?
Okay.
Or it could be.
Yeah, it could be. Okay.
This question's going to need quantifying with some factual base, don't you think, Stephen?
I know, Stephen's already going. Actually, I'm going to see if he's talking.
Actually, I think it's a great idea to do the study. I think it's completely fine for it to be anecdotal.
Yeah. I don't have your brain or your machinery so I just had to listen a bit. And that, I'm so sorry. So it might be bollocks. What? No, machinery as in like...
He doesn't have my bollocks to do it. That's what he
doesn't have the bollocks.
Exactly. I don't know how you do all the data stuff that you do. I do as in like...
It's all up here.
Program?
Yeah.
Is it
I just sit there and
there?
think about it and then I type
Stephen
it
is AI.
He is. That's why he did
Your
the
horror
horror
report
report.
is great, by the way, Stephen.
Oh, the horror report.
Your
Oh,
horror
good.
report is
Yeah,
great,
thank you.
by the way.
Yes, it is fantastic.
Do you
By
want
the way,
another question?
wait, no, yes, but just that is available, by the way. We're talking about horror and it being genre film. The horror report is available and it is fantastic. It is by Stephen Follows and it really will help you to define your film if you are making a horror, not necessarily a horror, but it gives you all the insights and tips to that. And that can be found at stephenfollows.com. Little plug for you.
Talking about horror films, I can't say if it's film, guys. I've got a hurricane going on outside and nobody can get to our hero house and we've got to make our day and we're like 5 hours behind and the cameras and lights are falling over.
I love that you're doing this podcast and you're producing a movie right now.
Filming in Scotland.
And it's
Scotland. So I will have to go at some point.
Right. Let's whip through this then. Question 10.
Do you want my other question?
Yes, please.
That me. Okay. Easy one. Christmassy one. What song do all the characters sing at the end of It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh,
bollocks.
Oh. Thought that was a nice easy one.
Oh. Dom is Googling.
It's not that long a title.
Hey, Siri.
I've got that wrong then.
No.
Hey, Alexa.
No, it is quite long.
I'm not sure I understand. It's Dom.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
okay.
it started with Siri.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was me. Sorry, I said that out loud. Wow,
actually
do you have
did it.
similar voices?
Wow.
Apologies to the people listening if that set anyone else off as well.
Don't say sorry because Siri might hear it. Okay, next
Sorry,
one.
Siri.
Lucinda, please, your quiz questions.
I got really stressed with my questions this morning. I even had to call Phil Hawkins. And then
Stress
I thought,
guns.
It was nice to speak to you, Lucinda, before this. Nice warm up.
Oh, look at you two.
Did you phone a friend?
Oh,
I did.
wow.
Swapping question answer.
No,
No.
yeah.
I did this all on my own with the help from a wonderful director of mine called Nick Winter, because I thought if Phil gives me questions, he's going to know the answers. I say, who was cast as Robin in Batman Returns? Stop Googling it. Stop.
Googling it.
You're all with this.
I know the answer to this because I was talking about it the other day. Yeah, Batman Returns, but he was, yeah. Anyway.
No. Don't give it away, Giles.
I wasn't.
I'm going to give clues away.
I was going to give a clue away, but I'm not going to anymore. I know the answer.
No, give me the clue.
No?
It's Christmas.
Oh, okay. He
That's a good clue.
He's in another film.
Ah, that one. Yeah.
I was an actor.
An actor.
Fuck, I've watched that film so many times.
Yeah.
He paid for a 2-picture deal.
Yeah. Oh.
Tom's Googling.
But I don't know. But Robin wasn't. I don't.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the point.
Oh, some of those.
Mine's horribly wrong, but
brain
funny. Anyway.
sparking.
You can see Phil's buffering right now.
Yeah. What's the next one?
Right, next one. Listen to
It was okay.
Who was offered the role of John McClane in Die Hard before Bruce Willis? The third person that was offered.
Oh.
Contractual.
Third person.
No.
No, the first.
Oh, the first person.
Yeah, the third one would be really difficult.
Well, to be honest, if you don't know this one, you're not going to. You either know it or you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I do know it though.
You do know it. You do know it.
I'm blaming it on an hour and a half of sleep. To the baby.
So you don't know it.
I don't know. I do know it. It's in there.
It's just not coming out yet.
Fuck.
Who was the first person offered?
Excellent question.
It's a really good question.
Gosh. Yeah, because it wasn't. Yeah, sorry. I'm going to shut up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think. Okay, I'm guessing. Okay. All right. Good. So the next final quiz question is from Dom.
Okay. Right. Let me get up the question.
You've had all that time Googling.
Yeah, I've realised I've given you the same question as last time, but
Wow.
I have got a new question. What is the highest rated IMDb rom-com of all time?
Oh, define rom-com. Oh, I couldn't even say it. Com-rom.
So, what question number are we on? I'm
13.
I'm in a muddle. Okay, good. Because I thought I just missed someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Highest IMDb rom-com. Okay, so
The Godfather.
You know, I was doing research recently into romantic films, and Castaway is officially classed as a romance on IMDb.
Really?
And is it like him and the
Wilson?
I know.
Okay.
It's such a great moment, that, isn't it? It's spoiler alert, but what a moment that is. We all felt for him when he lost his ball.
We did.
Oh, well, yeah.
We've all done that when we've kicked it in the neighbour's garden and they've just put a knife through it.
Sounds like a euphemism.
Okay, Dom, your final.
Yeah, hold on. I've just got a message on the website. It says, heads up, Lucinda's recording has stopped. Lucinda's recording has stopped due to an incoming call.
Oh, Lucinda.
Yeah, it's like, we need you on set. Everything's on fire.
No,
Is it now?
honestly,
It's
if
recording
he
again.
knows
It's recording
the guy I work with, Rick Gordon.
Yeah.
He's calling me now, which means there's a problem because he runs everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Lucinda,
Okay,
we
well,
all
shall I give you my
support making
question?
your films properly. If you need to go. Well,
Should I give you? Yeah. Should I give you my
Absolutely.
question?
Yeah, Lucinda, jump off and come back. You need to. It's important.
text
You're
your
making a
answers to one of
movie.
us.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So my question is, how many languages in the world use puns?
What?
Closest to the correct
That
number.
face. How many
What kind of question
languages?
is that? Moved on.
Hey, well, we were told to allow one silly question and one normal question.
Yeah,
so
but
that's
silly
my-
that you can actually answer. Not
Silly to
like
do
Well,
with-
no, you
how many
can
odd
answer
socks do
if
I
you
have in
think
my
it through.
drawer?
Lucinda's life is
Okay.
falling apart for this.
Yeah,
Just so you know.
I can give you. I can give you a clue if you're like. If everyone's very,
Just
very,
guess the
very.
number, Lucinda. It's probably quick.
Yeah.
Give us an ABC or
A big number.
Yeah,
A big
Yeah.
one.
yeah. Dom is
I don't-
googling everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Lucinda, if you do need to go,
Got a
text us all your
question,
answers and we'll give you.
I mean, I can make it more specific, but then it's probably going to be tighter.
Isn't it?
I don't know
every
how many
single
languages
language?
there are in the world.
That's
Yeah.
the question, Phil. That's the question.
Is it?
Yeah, that is the question.
Then why not?
I mean,
answer the
oh
question?
shit!
Is this
There's not
an A-
3.
How do you get
Not
through
great.
interviews
So it's not
in a
English.
I
concise way?
agree. Toby, how many times have we edited Dom out?
Does he ask this question of everyone?
Yes.
I'm making
yeah.
up a number. I don't know. I made up.
Good.
I
Yeah.
made up a number.
Do we have to get it to the closest? Is it the closest one gets a point?
Yeah.
How many languages?
Top
do you-
3 get a point.
It's not countries, it's languages, which is even worse because
Yeah.
so many languages. Okay,
Can-
I'm guessing. Right. So
Yeah.
that's
The answer is the answer to that is that apparently every single language in the world has a variation of puns.
So you've just given us the answer. The answer is all.
Oh,
Yeah, but no,
Oh,
but you
yeah,
have to
right
get the
there.
number.
Oh yeah, great.
number.
All thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All.
I just wrote that down.
all of them.
At least I
All
had
will
that
not
one,
be
yeah.
accepted. All will not be
We've all
accepted.
put a 0 at the end of the number we just wrote.
We did.
Okay, so now what
Okay.
we're going to do is the top 10 podcasts of the year, which some of you feature in. So you have to try and guess if you might be in this one. I'm going to read through a couple of them that have done really well this year anyway. So Zack Snyder did really well. I don't know if that was this year or last year, but anyway, that did really well.
Is this one of these that it is?
Is this one of these? What do you mean by these?
The ones you're reading out, is it one of these?
No, it's not. I'm just reading out some general
okay.
ones that have done well. This is nothing to do with the top one. This is not a quiz
Didn't
question.
you post all of them and none of the rest of us?
So I missed that, but I'm going to laugh. Okay, so this is just general ones that did really well this year that isn't in the top 10. We've got Zack Snyder, as I said, really nice. Had to write and direct comedies with director Jay Roach, who did Austin Powers, and Tony McNamara there. June Prophecy episode did work really well this year.
Yeah.
Chris Mason, Olivia Williams, Sarah Sophie Busnina, and Travis Fimmel, who didn't seem that particularly happy about being on any kind of podcast or recording devices at the time when we interviewed him. But anyway, that's the difference. Small things like these, and Peaky Blinders director Tim Milance on working with Cillian Murphy. Creativity, Burnout, Mental Health. That was Matt Follows with Conor Burrow and Dom Lenoir. Making an indie film for 100K with Tony Burke and actor and exec Craig Russell, talking about their movie Protein. Fantastic Four director Mac Shankman and Ralph Ineson. That was also on our YouTube channel, by the way, which did really well on our YouTube channel. Do go there and subscribe and watch them on there. Help us out. Jerry Bruckheimer, Joseph Kaczynski isn't in the top 10.
Wow.
Stephen Follows,
Oh.
chatted to him. This was Stephen Follows' first ever Filmmakers Podcast video recording. And he went and did it for us, and it is fantastic. Talking all about F1, which the movie is amazing. So thanks, Stephen Follows.
Wonderful.
Little clap.
No, it was fun because I got to ask Jerry Bruckheimer about toxic masculinity, and he has no shame. He's completely fine with it.
Wow.
There is a man that sits in his own skin and just goes, "No, it's fine."
Do you know what?
And he's like, all right, I didn't know
that
what
was
answer
so
I was
good.
expecting.
It was so good.
That was
We all
so
went,
good,
"Oh."
Stephen.
When I watched it back, I was like, "Oh gosh!" I think Dom, you messaged me. Should we cut that? And I was like,
no, he was fine with it. He just wasn't phased at all. He didn't have any shame.
Well, because they wanted to go through and like look at it, and they were like, "We need to like review to make sure this is okay." So I was like, "Oh, well, what have they said that's like upset them?" It actually got cleared, so it wasn't that.
Well, it's because he's such a professional that I asked him a question about toxic masculinity, and his answer ended with, "And that's why F1 is a film for all the family." That man is a professional salesman, and I was totally outclassed. Good luck to him.
Good luck to him.
Well played.
It'll never amount to anything.
It'll do well.
It will do well. Another one making a micro-budget award-winning short film. This was Phil Hawkins sitting with myself and Dom and director and writer Joseph Milson. That did really well this year. That just missed out on the top.
That was a good film, you know.
It's a great film.
Yeah.
Signs of Life.
Signs of Wife.
Yeah.
Same joke. Still works.
Still works.
So the top 10 this year.
Okay.
Guy Pearce on acting, on-set tips, and working on with directors on The Brutalist. I sat down at BAFTA and had a lovely chat with Guy. He was very nice with me.
Yeah.
Then we have top 9. Coralie Farjat on Making the Substance.
Mm-hmm.
She joined us in January. The big body horror. That was good, starring Margaret Qualley. So in A Business of Film, made it to the top 10. This was our Cannes special. Enfys Dixon joined myself, Dom, and Stephen Follows for that one. Mm-hmm. And this episode came out literally 2-3 weeks ago, and it's already in the top 7. Can anyone guess what it is?
I can.
Really? Go on.
Yeah.
No, you can. It's not a quiz question.
Chronology of Water.
It is Chronology of Water, Kristen Stewart and Imogen Poots. It's smashing the numbers. It's a really great episode if you've not listened to that. They're very honest, they're very open, and we actually sat in person with them. We didn't film it, but they were great. It's definitely worth listening to. I really like that one. Coming in at number 7 is The Brutalist director Brady Corbett and production designer Judy Becker. Did really well this year. Coming in at number 1, 2, 3, 4. I've missed one. Anyway, this is number 5. Top 5 now. Do you want to throw some names in who might be in the top 5?
Probably the Adolescence one.
Adolescence, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it is in the top 5. Any others?
Edgar Wright.
Correct. Edgar Wright's in number 5. The Running Man director, and obviously Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. Yeah, top 5. Did really well. So this is an interesting one.
Train Dreams.
No, not made the top 10.
Roofman?
Not made the top 10. That's our episode with Channing Tatum.
Damn. Oh, wow.
And, and Kirsten Dunst. Didn't make the top 10. It's quite interesting. In number 4, this is a surprise, but it's not really a surprise. How to sell and distribute your film with sales agent. It's that obviously because people want to know. This is great. We have all these, indie filmmakers, how to make films, etc., etc. But to sell and distribute your film, I re-released it again the other day, so that will have helped push it into the top 5 here. But otherwise, it would have been in the top 10 anyway. So at number 3, and this didn't even come out this year. It did not come out this year. Neither did number 2, actually. This is, well, it might have done just.
Last year's Christmas quiz.
This is No Crew, No Problem. How to make a micro-budget indie feature with Stephanie Lynn and Bryden Lando. And they made Aloha Also Means Goodbye. This did so many numbers. I think it was the title, which really helped. No Crew, No Problem. Did really well. And at number 2, Christopher McQuarrie. This is from a year back, but it still does really well. And this is just in this year alone. It's still made the top 2, which means that number 1 by, to be honest, nearly double of the other numbers we've had here. It's thousands and thousands above the others is Adolescence, creating the Netflix one-take hit series. So this is Stephen Graham, Erin Doherty, Philip Barantini and writer Jack Thorne. Thrash
250-ish K views on YouTube.
On YouTube as well, we had massive numbers on there. So those who've watched the actual interviews, it's great. They're both really great, but we just hit some sort of guys, we hit the numbers and it did really well. So there you go. That's a
yes, I win.
So Dom, for the first time ever,
I edited that one.
Yay!
Hey, well done, Toby. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
mate. Toby, you
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah. Did you cut out all of Dom's puns on that one?
Yeah, that was the reason why I was so successful.
Excellent. All right. So let's do quiz results. Let's go through this before we wrap up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's go with. Have we all written down answers? Yeah. Have we written enough?
We should
some
have
things I
written them
haven't
down.
Okay, so Phil was first. He asked about the Chinese animated movie, but what was the second highest grossest movie of
Grossest.
grossest?
Guesses?
What was the grossest movie this year? Phil,
Grossest movie, yeah. Any guesses?
Zootopia
2.
Zootopia 2.
Zootopia.
Zootopia 2, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So give yourself a point if you got that right. Give a little tick. Question 2, Phil. Tarantino's Call Out.
Yeah, how many actors have considered 10?
2.
Wanker guy said.
Wanker?
The answer is 3.
Oh.
Paul Dano, which he called the weakest effing actor in SAG. Owen Wilson.
I remember those two.
Hating Corner Prick. And Matthew Lillard, don't get it.
I didn't hear that.
I didn't know about Owen.
Okay.
I didn't realize he was
the
an
sooner that guy retires and leaves my life, the better. That's
I love the way
that's
one
my
of our
shade
hosts
over
said.
Tarantino.
To be honest, I love him as a filmmaker. His films are amazing for me. They're like there's nothing below a 7 out of 10 on Tarantino's
Pass.
movies.
Just
for me.
hard pass.
But the fact that he's saying this
For
has
me.
really put him down.
I just
I
think
know that really
I don't like
made
them
me.
all.
No,
I just think
I like the first
people have been cancelled for less, and I don't know how he gets away with it. And I don't think I think the man overshadows
It's
the
not
film to
okay.
me.
It's not okay.
Not okay. It's not okay. It's completely offensive and
Justice for
unprofessional and
Dana.
ridiculous.
and it's also
So
wrong.
Tarantino, if you're listening, go away.
Lucinda wants the answers so she can get back to
Yeah,
it
it's
and
true.
get after.
Yeah, Phil, it's not house party. You can't chuck people out anymore.
Oh,
You used to do that on house party.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
he did. I think it was Clubhouse, wasn't it? Is that one? Yeah.
Oh, it's Clubhouse.
Oh,
during your bouncer days.
But he also did it in house parties as well. Yeah, exactly. Okay, the next is Toby. Question 3.
Ew, the highest grossing original movie not based on existing IP.
Nisa.
Sinners is the correct
Sinners, yeah.
answer, and it comes in place 16.
Like 20th. Do I get a point or
So
not?
who was
I did-
closest?
Well, I did 12th, so I'm not close.
No, it's 3. Damn it.
Yeah, no.
So
so
whoever
we're
got closest,
7.
yeah, then Stephen, I think you get the
Stephen
point.
gets the
Yeah.
point.
Steven's on 2 points.
3. I got
Ooh.
Zootopia 2, right?
Oh, it's
Well,
doing
2
well.
points for that
Okay.
question.
So, Toby,
Yeah.
your second
and-
question and question
yeah.
4.
At what time do
What?
all the children leave their houses in weapons? And it's in the night
in the night.
2:17.
Oh my God!
I said 3 a.m. the witching hour.
Yeah, it's midnight. I haven't
You
seen
haven't.
I
Phil,
guessed
you guessed-
2:30. I'd not seen the movie. Did
That's a pretty good guess.
Well,
Did
then-
anyone get the actual answer?
No.
Phil gets a point.
then
for
Oh my
guessing.
God! I got a point for a movie I've not seen.
Well done.
Amazing.
If we're
Impressive.
going to start giving Phil points for being wrong, he's going to
Yeah.
win.
Yeah. Okay, question 5 was me, and it's how the Grinch stole Christmas was my question. I just now need to find the answer.
Was it a
I remember.
hypnotist?
Look, I know the answer to this, but I don't know how to actually say it. So what
I
I've written
do.
down is like a 3-year-old describing it.
Was it
Okay,
hypnotist?
I will-
Is
I
it
will
like
help
some?
you.
Can I guess? Because I guess just
Okay.
based on what you said, is it some sort of Navy SEAL tortury guy?
This is correct. Basically,
Oh.
Jim
Is
Carrey.
it?
Yeah,
I
Jim
put
Carrey.
SEAL Army Man.
Is
Oh,
doing
cool.
That's not
I
the full
put-
job.
I put underwater diver. Do I get a point?
No, because that's
It's not a
correct.
literal seal.
No.
It's an,
So basically, Jim Carrey said the makeup felt like being buried alive. So a CIA expert taught him techniques like punching himself in the leg to distract from the pain and chain smoking, unbelievably, to
Wow.
regulate his
Wow.
breathing because it took 8.5 hours to get into his suit every day.
Hang
So
on,
the-
you said CIA though. That's not. Navy
I
SEAL.
feel like
Wow.
hypnotist
No.
is pretty close.
The answer
Do I
is
guess?
not. It's
So hold
not.
on a
Wait.
minute.
So the final answer is a CIA specialist in torture resistance. So it's a CIA expert. So if you got anything like CIA specialist or torture
I wrote
resistance, I'll
Navy
give you a
SEAL
point.
torture guy.
I'll give you a point.
I was close. I was shamanic hypnosis doula.
No point.
Oh.
You've given me like
That's a horror movie.
PTSD.
Yeah, dealer.
Is
Did
the
you say dealer? Gosh.
Doula.
If the actor's taking 8 hours to get into his costume,
Yeah.
and it's a 12-hour day before going into overtime, we've only got 4 hours of shooting with that actor. It's
I've always
horrendous.
wondered that. Yeah.
No, because he gets
Because
pre-calls.
schedule.
He'll get pre-calls, so therefore...
Yeah, and also he's getting
No.
like $7.5 million. With
Yeah,
latex,
exactly.
so,
He's getting a lot of 8.5 hours, millions worth of latex to get through.
Poor
So
guy.
I know, but I do understand that torture.
I have a
So
thought for Jim Carrey.
I think Phil gets a point. Anyone else? No.
No.
I got it.
No,
I put
Stephen,
Seal Army
Stephen.
Man. I put.
Seal Army Man doesn't.
I think
I knew it was
hypnotist-
a seal.
hypnotist
Kind of
should
like.
be allowed.
All right,
I don't
I'll
mind.
give you a
Whatever
point.
you guys decide.
What's that?
I'll give you a
It's
point.
Christmas.
Whoa,
Come on.
whoa, whoa.
Give who a point?
Well, what was
Me.
your- I was saying Stephen gets a point. Dom, what was your answer?
Hypnotist.
No, that's not correct. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
I can't have underwater diver. You can't have hypnotist.
exactly.
That's a fair challenge.
Fair challenge. Okay, so now question 6, my second question, which is fake snow.
Cornflake.
Yeah, fake snow was used in 1946 movie It's a Wonderful Life, but Frank Capra refused to use them. Why did he ban them? Answers.
It was raining and it smelled.
They were
Gluten-free.
eating it.
When you eat,
The answer.
yeah, I said it.
Matt got it right. They were too loud. They were too crunchy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good bit of trivia.
Oh,
Yeah, I guessed that because I thought, why are they walking on? And
Yeah.
did they replace it with paper?
They replaced it with quiet snow, which was using fire extinguisher foam or foamite, which is soap and water. This allowed them to record their live sound on a snowy set for the first time. Basically, and a bit more trivia for you, and Stephen, you might like this, is Frank Capra, he was trained engineer. So he was obsessed with like new technical innovations. And before this, you couldn't obviously have the quiet, intimate, romantic scenes in the snow without it sounding like actors are walking on Doritos. So he asked them to create this. He refused to have
Who
cornflakes.
thought that was a good idea at the time?
I know.
Well,
right?
you know what they used in Wizard of Oz for snow?
Little children's tears.
Asbestos.
Wow.
Yeah.
wow.
So that's a lot better. Cornflakes is better than asbestos. Like, I don't think I'm very controversial.
Only in
opinion here.
hindsight, Stephen. Only in hindsight.
Okay, next was
Me.
Stephen.
So, which president film won BAFTA this year? Do any of you want to guess?
Conclave.
Conclave.
Prescient, yes. Good.
Very good timing.
Very
Don't know what
good
press it means.
timing. What time? By the way, what timing was that with Conclave? How amazing, knowing that
Yeah.
you know, he was going to die.
Yeah.
Excellent marketing. Yeah.
Or was it?
People have done less to promote a film.
It was like a Dan Brown movie.
Um,
It's great, wasn't it? Dan Brown book. It was so good. Yeah. Which,
Okay, and
Matthew's
so
actually
my
in
next
one of
question
them,
was,
by the way.
which is the longest title?
Captain
This
America for A Brave New World.
No,
is
Now you
Infinitum,
see me, now you
Subject
don't?
Unknown.
no.
Mission
These are all good
Impossible.
ones, but pardon?
Mission Impossible, the
Mission
final
Impossible: The Final Reckoning. That's what it was.
The
Mission
Reckoning.
Impossible, the
Yeah.
final
They didn't-
reckoning.
for some reason, they said it
Now
wrong. It's
you
weird, but
see me, now you don't. What?
Oh.
No.
Now you see me, now
Mission
you don't.
Impossible: The Final Reckoning has got more characters in it than
It has. There's a
I
lot
thought it
of
was words.
characters in that
Oh,
movie.
characters.
I thought it
These
was words.
no.
You just had the
It's the
longest
longest.
I thought it
Computer.
was
No, you're such a
too-
It means I win a
trickster,
point on that.
Stephen.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Next one, Steve.
No, they were my two.
Oh, okay, fine.
'Cause
Moving
I
on.
don't think I know the answer to the next
Oh,
one. So I
shit.
think it's one of mine. I took a good guess, but
Matt is most mentioned film.
what number was Matt thinking
by
of? That's what the
filmmakers,
question
yeah.
was.
Most. Matt loved that one. That was great. So this question was: what is the most often mentioned film by filmmakers, not just on the Filmmakers podcast, but in life? And it is a quite well-known film. I'm going for something a bit more obscure here. I think 70s films get mentioned way more than your favourite filmmaker. So I think it might be something like The Conversation.
Ooh.
Something
I think
that's
it's.
not, I know now.
I think it's
you're-
Lawrence of Arabia or Citizen Kane.
I thought it was a matter of life and death.
I thought it's Star Wars. No?
I wrote Star Wars.
Yeah.
But it depends
So-
on generationally speaking.
Lucinda, what did you put? You're on mute.
Brilliant.
The Dare.
Well done. Have you been on mute for ages?
Is it a
You wrote
silent
The
film?
Dare. Did you write
The
The
Godfather.
The first
Oh, yeah,
mention
yeah.
of The Dare.
Okay. Tell
Okay,
us.
so the three that I had, so on the top, Jaws, Star
Ah,
Wars,
Jaws,
and
yeah.
Goodfellas. Stephen will have to go and
So I get 1 point.
That's it's a really good topic. I'd like to do that. Yeah,
I did try and do some actual genuine work on that, but
no, and you might be right on that. Makes me think, actually, so you talk about someone seeing half your movie. My partner and I watched Goodfellas, but we couldn't watch the second half of it. And so for 3 or 4 days, she walked around being like, the morality of that movie is that I should be a mobster. It's brilliant. Everything worked out. And I kept saying, we have to go back and watch the other half, partly because it's great, but because you're going to learn some stuff about it. And she's like, no, my life choices are set.
I think you could say that about most films.
Yeah, I know. You shouldn't quit halfway.
Like El Horrors. Oh, that was a really fun family movie.
Yeah, they all seem to do really well.
No one died. I really enjoyed this. Why is it called a horror? That's crazy.
They didn't even get to their final destination.
Why is it called Scream? No one was screaming. Okay, so question 10 from Stephen is his second. From Matthew.
It was, what song do all the characters sing at the end of It's a Wonderful Life?
Auld Lang Syne.
Do 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 do
Yes,
do
it
do do.
Did they get the rights for it? That's the question.
Well, it's probably out of copyright, right?
So, no, I think a lot of these.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's why you can't sing Happy Birthday.
Well, Happy Birthday is the lyrics that are actually in copyright, not the tune.
The tune, so you can have the tune and then sing something else over the top. But they could still sue you.
Recently, it was challenged and Warner Brothers lost that, so you can probably.
Oh, they did. So
the Filmmakers Podcast.
Filmmakers Podcast. That's to you. That's nice. Okay, so that's that one song. Point for me. Who else got a point for that? Auld Lang Syne.
Not me.
Phil got a point. Phil's doing well here.
It descends quite quickly from now on, I would say.
Okay, so Lucinda, question 11 from you and your first one, please.
It was, pardon me. Who was cast as Robin in Batman Returns?
Chris O'Connell.
Chris O'Donnell, yeah.
O'Connell, yeah. Yes,
But it's
anyone
not
else?
John Travolta.
No, it's not, because he was in it. That's my problem.
I had George Clooney.
The actor's not in Batman. I don't know the answer, but I know he wasn't in Batman Returns. So it must have been an actor they cast.
He was
what?
Marlon Wayans.
Marlon Wayans.
No,
you're kidding.
Great Batman, a great Robin. That would have been great.
And they changed the script just before he started filming, but they paid him for 2 movies anyway.
Oh, good for him.
Wow. Well, great, good for him, but
What a
I
contrast.
did not know that. Good Batman knowledge. Where's Rob Ayling when you need him?
I know, yeah. Do you know what? That's a really good fact. That's really interesting. I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Because he's just had a bit of resurgence this year as well with his horror movie that came out. That was really good. The one about the American footballer. Is it called Them or They? Or anyone remember that one? Someone Google it for me. Dom's on the Google thing. And it did really well. Another big horror that did really well. Okay, so second question from Lucinda, and question 12 is...
Ghostly. Die Hard.
Who was offered the role of John McClane in Die Hard for Bruce Willis?
Oh, Blue Eyes.
First Blue.
Yeah, Frank
Sinatra.
Frankie
'cause
boy.
He was in The Detective, which was the original film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like 70 at that point.
I know. Crawl through
Die Hard is a sequel, technically, as a book.
Yeah.
There was a film made called The Detective before that with Sinatra, and contractually he had to be offered the role.
There you go. We're going to get really low
He
scores.
turned it down.
Well, he was 70-something at the time, so I don't think
Oh,
it
everyone
was
was
hard.
And you couldn't say yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, without slurring, so...
Well,
It would have been a Die Hard film. Definitely different, wouldn't it? Gosh. Imagine if he'd said yes because he just wanted some
Can
money.
you imagine? Yeah.
It wouldn't be on everyone's Christmas movie list, would it? That's for sure. Okay, so let's add up the scores before we do Dom's final questions. Just who's got more than 2?
hang on, there's one.
There's Dom. Dom is
He's
last.
trying to create some
there's one more.
dramatic...
I'm trying to create some dramatic tension here, Dom. You're the last person.
Okay.
So how many have you got, Dom?
1.
What?
Me too.
So Lucinda and Dom are not winning this.
Yeah.
Who's got 2? Anyone got 2?
Got 1.
Okay. Anyone got 3? I've got 3. Anyone got 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Toby and Matthew have got 4.
Blimey, I've surprised myself.
Phil and
Same.
Stephen, are you on 5?
6.
Stephen's got 6.
I'm on 6. I'm on 6
I got
as well.
2 for the third question.
Oh.
So-
He gave me 2 points.
Okay, this
I'm on 6 as well.
No, you didn't get. Oh, you got 2 points for one question.
Well, because I got Sinners, and then I
yeah.
the closest to get...
Yeah.
I thought it was 20th.
Okay, so stole a bonus.
Bit dubious.
So the only people that can win this are Stephen and Phil. So Dom's last question doesn't matter for the rest of us, but we'll have fun anyway. So this is exciting. Dom's question,
and these
please.
two are guesses.
So most highest.
I
Well, there's a couple of acceptable answers, but they're pretty much the most famous ones. So Harry Met Sally.
Yeah,
Wait,
Or
the
Weddings,
question
or
was-
Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
What was the question? The people can't remember.
Famous rom-coms, like most highly rated
Right.
rom-coms of all time.
There you
So
go.
Harry
we
Met
had
Sally, Four Weddings, or Pretty Woman.
I had Harry Met Sally.
Yeah. Same.
So that's a
I
point.
thought you were going Christmassy, so I put The Holiday.
I did
Oh,
love
okay.
it.
I put the holiday.
We could have done famous Christmas movie. We did maybe next year.
So hang on. So Steve and I were equal now.
So you've both got a
No,
point
we
left.
had the same number of points.
Still the same number.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey.
definitely not
Okay.
intellectually.
So this is the final question.
down to my stupid question. So
Yes.
there are approximately 7,100 to 7,160 living languages spoken worldwide, and the assumption is that every one of these have puns. What were your answers?
I had 6,000.
So basically, the question was, for those who have forgotten, because Dom didn't say his question again, was how many countries or languages are spoken that use puns?
Yes.
And there are 17,000.
7,160 languages,
Jesus.
and apparently almost all of them use some form of pun.
So there's over 1,700 people languages that use
7,100.
7,000.
7,000 that use puns. So
Wow.
Stephen, what was your
I had
number?
6,000. And the true answer he gave us, which was all.
All,
yeah.
So I did
That
write
wasn't
that.
acceptable. Phil looks pained.
What's that?
No, I
Matt?
guessed. I just wrote 8,000. That's
Oh,
how many
okay.
languages.
Well, that means you're
So-
exactly in the middle.
You're-
Oh no, that
you're
means you're closer,
He
Phil.
was closer than me.
Yeah.
Which means Phil wins this year's
Yo!
quiz.
Yes.
8 points out of
Yes!
14.
You won it by one.
In your face, Stephen follows.
Oh my God.
I love you,
What
man.
were those languages?
I love you.
We could go through them all now.
Should I give you the 1,000 I've made up, apparently? Because I think there's more languages than that to ask.
Sure.
It's a complete
Sure.
guess.
That is amazing.
Wookie.
Yeah. Which means, Phil, you win this year's prize,
What do
which
I win?
is
I'm still waiting on my other
Food
prizes.
for
Slap
Thought
round
on
the face.
DVD. Food for Thought on DVD. There
You
you
know what?
go.
I would absolutely
Oh.
love that. Thank you very much, Giles.
My
you.
absolute pleasure. It's got
So basically,
great-
the prize is Giles plugging his own film
On
That's
an
fine.
obsolete format.
Yeah,
that's always the
to
prize.
6 other
On an obsolete
filmmakers.
standard
He's
definition
plugging his own film.
Well, listen, Phil's
Every
film-
year, it's you plugging your own film as the prize. The only prize is you winning the publicity.
I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for my signed copy of The Dare from about 4 years.
Exactly.
Or you could win this fizz full to the brim with fizz and ginger.
I've already
and fizz
got it.
determination. You've already got it. So, all right, food for thought on DVD. Dom, next year, feel free to
take
put your own prize
I'll
in.
put a proper gift in next year.
Okay, all right, there we go. That's fact. Well, listen, this has been so much fun. It's been 2 hours of fun so far. And
Now,
just-
1 hour 57 of fun, actually.
actually, yeah, you're right.
Depending
you're
on
right.
editing.
Just to wrap this up and to a bit of inspiration for our filmmakers out there for next year, what can we can give some form of beautifulness that we can take forward for next year. Let's start with the most positive person in the room, which is probably me. But there we go. Second on that, it's probably Toby. So let's go with Toby on for next year.
Stay positive.
Yes, stay positive in
Yeah.
Stay
2020.
positive.
Positive.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well
first
done.
pun of the day.
Well done.
No, I've done about 3.
Oh, they got cut out. Go on.
Just as well, Giles, is abroad a lot.
Okay. Words.
Broadcaster.
Well, I'd say I make it short. Straight. Say
Short like your films.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Well done, Tom.
I can't
Well,
wait to Toby.
don't
I
listen-
think I'm just
don't
gonna
listen to-
finance your first feature just so
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all are.
we can.
Stay true to your own ideas. I think this year proved that original IPs, even though they weren't placed or ranked in the top 10 highest grossing films of the year, but I think we've seen a lot of original IP, especially in the horror sector, coming out this year and doing very well. So I hope that's a hope for me as well. The mantra: stay true to your own ideas and keep working on them. And as always, stay kind as well. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I don't think anyone can top that, but Lucinda's going to try.
Stay passionate. The minute you lose that passion, you're not going to be as good a filmmaker as what you can be.
Oh, that's really good.
Right.
Sweet.
Phil?
Well done.
Keep it positive.
Yeah, no, okay.
After 2 hours of therapy.
Carry on. I mean,
over
that's
here.
the thing. I mean, I agree. Staying positive, and staying with the stories and the films that you care about. To kind of, that's what's got me through this year. Is just working on things that I love and that I think deserve to be out there at some point when I can get them cast. And my other bit of advice would be to watch Train Dreams, because I thought it was the best film of the entire year, and I'm still thinking about it to this moment. And please go and watch it. And I wish I saw it in a cinema.
There's a great podcast on that one.
There is. Yeah.
There is.
I just thought
film.
Train Dreams was wonderful.
Yeah,
I love that. That's so nice. And talking just to jump on that in terms of beautiful films, I thought Jay Kelly was also beautiful for filmmakers as well. But there is an amazing making of on Netflix of Jay Kelly. So I'd suggest watching Jay Kelly on making of. And Netflix have just done this now. They've started to put a load of making ofs on Netflix. Yeah.
DVD extras.
Yeah, it's almost like DVD extras. And by the way, there's a few DVD extras on the Food for Thought DVD.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I hope there's some extras on your DVD, Phil, that is released in the USA.
You can
now
watch the trailer, apparently,
of Robin and the Hoods. Now you can put the trailers on there. They're already watching the movie.
I know.
What's the point?
I don't know. I didn't get a say.
Waste of DVD space. That's ridiculous. But yes, the Netflix is starting to do this now, which is amazing. I think that's really interesting. So yes, on that. So Matthew, your plug of inspiration for our filmmakers listening.
I mean, I know it's wobbly out there, but at the end of the day, the people and the world always needs stories. And at the end of the day, you know, we can bang on about finance and all that sort of stuff, but we're storytellers. And one way or another, people need that. So yeah, we're going to have to adapt. We'll have to change how we do things, maybe, and how we do all the finance stuff and put things together. But at the end of the day, this isn't going to go away. You know, film is forever, because story is forever. The world needs it. So, you know, stay hopeful.
Oh, it's gorgeous. And Rodolfo?
Yeah. Sorry, I went off.
Yeah, no, that was great.
How is it? Sorry, I missed the end of his thing. Is it my go now?
So around page.
Yeah, my connection.
Page 47 of the script, halfway down. Your line.
Connection
and
just
let's
dropped.
just roll back on that, and still rolling and standing by. Everyone quiet, please, and action done.
Okay. I mean, I think a lot of you guys and girls have already said the most important advice: be kind, keep going. But I think the big thing for me is work on how you approach making films as much as the making of the films. Like how you take rejection, how you looking at different ways of approaching things. And I mean, like mindset. I mean, yeah, just thinking about what's important to you and how you can get to the finish line in different ways. I don't mean just by adapting stuff. I mean, finding solutions and bettering yourself so that you're someone that is inspiring when you get in the room. Because I think that is important.
Very good. Lovely advice. Stephen Follows?
We're all fucked and you should give up.
I
don't believe that. That's not true. I just wanted to say. I think that, as we talked about before, like the formalized industry is in quite a lot of crisis and uncertainty. It's quite risk averse, but audiences want interesting things. And so we have a better chance than ever to cut through with something new and different and fresh. And that'll occur to you not as a surefire hit, but as like, why isn't everyone doing this? So if you're having that feeling of like, maybe I'm wrong because no one else is doing this, that's possibly the thing you should change least. And just go out and make your version of that thing, because that's what cuts through.
Yes.
Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Listen, thank you everyone, and thank you all for listening all year. Next year we have some even more amazing guests. We're going to do more business of film, going to do more stuff like this, going to keep it going. And if you want anything changing, you want maybe me be hosting it, but if you want anything other than that changing,
no,
I'm happy to, no.
That's Giles.
That's Giles. I'm happy to step away. I'm knackered. But yeah, if there's anything you want change, you want questions asked, etc., do give us a shout. Do let us know. This is what this is about. that is why we do it, is to help you as filmmakers grow. So please do ask us anything and then we'll try and answer it for you. And go find your tribe. I think we've been talking about this a lot. Find people you want to collaborate with. Find those great people. Go out there and make your films as best as you can in the best way you possibly can. And if you're lucky enough to rise up and do well, it is your duty to
send the sled back down.
Hey.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Christmas.
We're going to sing Old Lang Syne now.
No.
Just pipe it in.
No
Find
one,
some children's choir and pretend it's us.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody in another language.
Yeah. Thank you, Toby. Thank you, Lucinda. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, Giles.
Thank you,
Giles.
Phil. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.